Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Luxury Calling. Today I'll be covering the 10 most expensive beers in the world. Let's get into the video. Number 10, Sam Adams Utopia, $200. In 2007, Sam Adams released this luxury beer Utopia that costs $200, but it can cost much more on auction websites. This beer is only released every 2 years. The last time was in 2017, so beer lovers might see this fancy golden bottle on the market again this year. In 2017, Sam Adams only produced 13,000 of Utopia. They make it by blending multiple types of beers, and some of them have been aging for decades.
Group of beer drinkers. That would be me. I'm in a select group. And 28% alcohol by volume.
Number 9, Skorshbock 57 by Schwarzbrau, $275. Skorshbock 57 by Schwarzbrau is the most expensive beer produced in Germany. In a 375 milliliter bottle costs $275. It has also been considered the strongest beer in the world and has a 57% ABV. However, other beers were produced after it with an ABV higher than 60%. It was a limited edition and just 36 bottles were on the market in 2011.
Interested in, do check out the playlist of beers from different countries. There is one there for all the German beers that I've reviewed for you. That's being added to whenever I get the opportunity, but fairly regularly, I have to say.
Number 8, Jacobsen Vintage No. 1 up to $400. Jacobsen Vintage No. 1 held a reputation of being the most expensive beer in the world for a while. The beer is not only produced in Denmark and costs at least $364 to make, but the price can go up to $400. It's rare to find a bottle of Jacobsen Vintage No. 1 outside Denmark, and that explains the price. Number 7, VL Bon Secours Ale, $862. Belgium is known for producing some of the best beers in the world. Some of these are also among the most expensive bottles in the world. In 2015, a 12-liter bottle of the VL Bon Secours Ale was sold for €700 for a restaurant in London. The Telegraph described the beer's flavor as citric, caramel, and toffee flavors with an undertone of licorice and aniseed. Number 6, Antarctic Nail Ale, $800. Antarctic Nail Ale was another beer that also had the title of most expensive beer in the world for a while. A bottle could cost $800. At least it was the price paid by someone during an auction, and the money went to the Sea Shepherd Conservation Society in 2010. But what makes the beer so special? It was made from Antarctic ice brought from an expedition in the Southern Ocean. According to Edmund Journal, only 30 bottles of Antarctic Nail Ale were produced. Being rare and part of a limited edition certainly had an influence on the final price. Number 5, Lost Abbey Cable Car Creek, $923. According to Thrillist, the Lost Abbey Cable Car Creek was sold at an auction for $923. However, a quick research on the internet is possible to find this beer being sold for at least $1,500. This beer was released in 2011 and California's Lost Abbey produced it. Only 60 bottles of this beer were on the market. The client should drink it in the brewery and the bottles could have never leave a tasting room. Number 4, Dave Dog Brewery, $2,000. Dave is a beer brewed by Dog Brewery and costs the astronomical price of $2,000 for a 375 milliliter bottle. It has a 29% ABV. Like other items on this list, just a few bottles of Dave are brewed every year, and probably this is the reason this item is on the wish list of most beer lovers. Dave is also a valuable beer on auctions. Number 3, Toppling Goliath Vanilla Bean Assassin, $5,000. Toppling Goliath Vanilla Bean Assassin can cost up to $5,000 online. The special edition was brewed once and it has a marshmallow flavor. The beer is produced in Chicago, and some people consider it the best imperial stout produced. Number 2, Scottish Brewery Brewdog, $20,000. Scottish Brewery Brewdog is one of the most expensive beers on this list, and a bottle costs $20,000 according to Vice. This beer is 55% alcohol and was released after the changes of the legislation that put a limit on ABV drinks in Ohio. Before that, they could not be higher than 12%. The bottle of the Scottish Brewery Brewdog is a taxidermy squirrel wearing a tuxedo. The beer also helped Brewdog to promote their new brewery in Ohio. They only produced 10 bottles of this special beer, and the money went to Brewdog's equity for Punks USA crowdfunding initiative. Number 1, Allsop's Arctic Ale, $503,300. Allsop's Arctic Ale was sold for $503,300 on eBay in 2016. This specific bottle was brewed for Sir Arthur Belcher in 1852 to celebrate his expedition to the Arctic. The company who produced it later became the giant InBev. The lucky seller bought this bottle on eBay for $304. The previous owner wrote the name Allsop wrong, and many potential buyers could not find it. This is one of the most expensive mistypes in history, according to the Telegraph. The first seller might have a lifetime regret after that.